You come on this way.
Well,
Oh.
like I always did.
Guess what? It's a runway road trip with Aloha Bob and
The wiener.
the waiter. We're admiring this jet behind you,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No.
I'm in the way.
Yeah, right, you're in the way.
That one.
That jet is pretty awesome.
That's fancy.
So where are we? Well, I'll tell you, this 5,000-foot runway behind me is runway 3. Now, it's got a ton of history. I'm going to switch hands. Watch. Uh-oh. Hold on. That ain't going to work. All right.
We're starting over?
Here we go. We're starting. All right, so runway 3 is right behind us, 5,000 feet long, and this airport is kind of special to me, and it's because in that grass right over there was the very first temporary tower I worked at. So in 1997, when tennis was really big, they had the tennis tournament here at Harbor Town on Hilton Head Island, and they brought controllers in because the traffic was really big, and they parked a shed on 4 pilings right over there. So all we had was a radio, a light gun, which we never use, and a phone to Savannah Approach. And there were just 2 of us, and me and a guy named Crazy Larry. We staffed the tower for the weekend. I remember going, there's no radar scope up here. All I do is I look out of the window of the sheds, sliding windows, everything, and a Mooney came in down this runway right over there. It came down on 2-3, and about halfway down the runway, he'd yet to touch down. And what do you do when you don't touch down halfway down the runway? What are you supposed to do when you don't touch down halfway down the runway?
Go around.
Go around. This guy didn't hear that. And so he forced it down. And what happens when you force down an airplane?
Blow a tire.
You blow a tire, he starts porpoising. And he goes right by me, right here. And I'm in the tower. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to see the very first accident of my life. And hopefully, and he stopped and he did a 180 skid down at that end of the runway. And then he just and pointed right at me. And I'm wigging out. He's wigging out. And as calmly as I could, come back in the shot, sorry. Come back in.
Easy, Bob.
As calm as I could, I said, taxi ramp. And he goes, taxi ramp. And that's Hilton Head Airport. That's my story. Today, they run E190s, E170s to Chicago, right into Hilton Head. Nice 5,000-foot runway. So I guess the jet guys like to do short field runways, right?
There's a few skid marks out there.
Yeah, there's skid marks prior to threshold.
Somebody landed a little
short.
short.
I should take pictures and show you, but you should fly in here, watch them, and you'll get a big deal. But that's our runway road trip. Hope you guys are enjoying your flying. We aren't flying for food today. We're just flying.
No, it's a public sandwich today.
It's a public sandwich. Jason talked about pub subs and everything else. We got the go ones. We're eating on the fly. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, good pilot is always
Learning.
learning.